Hi, this is Stephen, and in this video we will discuss how we can use the same conservation of flow principles that we've discussed in previous videos to quantify the area of a stenotic or stiff mitral valve. And in particular, we're going to look at the concept of PISA, or proximal isovelocity surface area. And so let's start with our apical four-chamber view. You've got your left atrium with a stiff mitral valve that doesn't open very well. Blood flows into the left ventricle, and over here on the side we've got the right atrium and right ventricle. And we have blood that is accelerating as it gets closer to that stiff valve, and then it shoots through at some Vmax. And as you recall, we can, with Doppler, measure the velocity profile through that stiff valve, and we'll get a graph something like this, where our y-axis is velocity in centimeters per second, and our x-axis is time in second, and you may see something like this. Instead of the nice early and late filling blood inflow patterns, you'll see something a little different because this is a stiff valve. And let's say that our Vmax is equal to 300 centimeter per second. And I'm going to add some color to our apical four-chamber view. So I'm going to draw that jet of blood that rushes at Vmax. I'm going to draw that in green. And then the blood, as it's accelerating, I'm going to pick a particular hemisphere. So right there, let's say that measure this hemisphere out at a radius of 1 centimeter, and the aliasing velocity, in other words, the velocity of the blood right at this hemisphere, is 40 centimeters per second. Okay, so we have a couple different parameters, namely of the blood as it comes towards that stiff valve and then it actually leaves the stiff valve. How do we use that to solve for area? Well, let's set up our equation here. So we know that the flow coming towards the mitral valve, the stiff mitral valve, is equal to the flow that ultimately the flow right through the leaflets at that stiffest point. The blood flow is not going somewhere else. Okay, so that means that the area times the velocity just before the valve will have to be equal to the area times the velocity right at the valve. What's the area before the valve? Well, I've been using the term hemisphere. The surface area of a hemisphere is 2 pi r squared, so we can say 2 pi times the aliasing velocity squared. That's the area. The velocity is the velocity that we measured right at that hemisphere, the aliasing velocity. That is equal to the unknown area that we're trying to solve to, right? We're trying to figure out what the area of that stiff valve is when it opens, times V max. So let's plug in some numbers here. We have 2 pi, I said the radius is 1, so 1 squared, and I said that the aliasing velocity was measured at 40 centimeters per second, divided by our Vmax, which is 300 centimeters per second. That will actually give us our effective orifice area, or the unknown, which is 0.84 centimeters squared. That is how much this stiff mitral valve is opening up, and that would actually correspond to a severely stenotic mitral valve. Now, because this concept of PISA can be a little hard for people to wrap their heads around, I want to just draw it out one more time. So we have a hemisphere of blood that is accelerating towards the valve, and then right at the valve opening, it shoots through this green arrow here. But all the blood that is, and so what we say is that all the blood that is coming towards those stiff leaflets, so that flow would be the aliasing velocity times the surface area, 2 pi r squared. That must be equal, because the flow in equals the flow out, that must be equal to Vmax times our unknown area. And that's how we solved for the unknown area. One additional point, some nuance that you can add on top. I've drawn this as a pure hemisphere. Sometimes it's not quite a hemisphere. In other words, sometimes you may actually have more of a shape like this, where it's part of a hemisphere, as opposed to a pure hemisphere. Can you see how there's a little cone there? I'm going to draw it. I'm going to draw it if you were just looking straight at it. So we've assumed. I'm going to come over to the left corner here. We've assumed that it would look like this, and sometimes actually with the stiff leaflets, it looks more like that. And how do we correct for this? Well, we would just correct for it by figuring out what this alpha is. And we can say alpha over 180 times your aliasing velocity times your 2 pi r squared. That will then be the area of blood coming in. Of course, if alpha is 180, if it's completely flat, then this factor goes away, and the math would just be as I've described before. So that's how you can use the idea that the flow coming towards the valve is the same as the flow going through the valve, and the concept of PISA to solve for the area of a stiff mitral valve.